Hello, good morning. Good morning, fans. Good morning, friends. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, my special people, my artists, my relatives, my friends and family. It's been long I did a video and I just thought to pass across this singular message. I'm not a relationship expert. I am neither a relationship counselor, neither am I someone who can give advice on relationships. But there's something I've noticed, and for those who are applying it, their relationship is going from grass to grace to more grace and further grace. As a man and as a woman, it goes both ways. As a man, you have decided to settle down. My best advice for you is to look for that woman who truly cares for you. And the way God works it, that woman is not always flashy. That woman is not always she will not always be someone that you would like. She will not always be someone that is attractive, but she's always around you. She cares for you deeply. She might not be that close to you, but she comes around, and her countenance tells you a lot. And most times you interpret that countenance to mean that she's flaunting herself or that she's making herself easy to get. No, those who are meant for you don't make it difficult for you to get them. It is those who are full of rubbish that package themselves and make it look like they are difficult to get. All that glitters is not gold. Just as it goes for the man finding a woman, same way it goes for the woman finding a man. But the case is different when it comes to a woman searching for that man. The man should already be an icon. I'm not saying he must be rich. No, that is not my implication. The man should already be an icon. By that I mean the man should be doing something already before you meet him. It shouldn't be a case of you wanting to make ends meet and you're looking for someone who is more like you and you think it will work. It doesn't work that way. The man should be doing something. Whatever he's doing should be paying his bills. Don't, as a woman, you should never go beyond trying to fund a relationship. You should never even try to fund a relationship. It is not something you should do. You should never try funding any relationship as a woman. It takes your pride, self-respect, and dignity away from you. As a lady, you should be focused on your personal self-development. You should be focused on knowing where your man is trying to go to. That is after, not after, even before he's interested in you, he's coming after you. So you should be interested first of all in developing yourself, in knowing where your man is going to. It is by knowing where that man is going to that you can key into his life and be a support system. If you naturally have that mindset that you want to come and take the little that he has, which I see these days as a normal mentality for the average woman, you'll be getting it all wrong. This is why we see situations where a man, after 5 years with you, turns around and marries someone out of the blue, and you be like, after toiling, after spending, he did all the spending while he was with you. He did all the spending, and whatever you call sacrifice. He sacrificed himself too. So you think because you've been sleeping with him, you've been doing a lot? No, he has been sleeping with you too. It goes both ways. You guys enjoyed yourselves. No one is sacrificing. You didn't give anything. Were you a virgin when you met him? You were not. Now, if you were, even if you were, are you the first virgin to be dumped? You are not. You will not be the last. I'm not saying it's right for women to go around disvirgining women and leaving them. No, that is not what I'm saying. But you as a lady should get your facts right first. What is your aim in that relationship? Are you looking for someone to settle down with? Are you looking for someone to build a life with? Are you looking for someone to achieve purpose with? Are you looking for someone to foot your bills? Are you looking for someone to show off to your friends that you have a boyfriend? Whatever your goal is how that relationship will end. If your goal is to show off that guy, I'm sorry, there will come a time where someone better than your boyfriend will come and do you what they call pepper them, and you feel your boyfriend is worthless and it ends. You will not appreciate him anymore. If your goal is for him to foot your bills, there will come a time where bills that are easier to settle will be more attractive to him and he will dump you. If your goal is to just settle down, there will come a time when settling down will mean nothing to you. That is when you get in and you see your mates who are not yet settled achieving things, and that cage of marriage is tying you down to where you are. You will not want to stay in there. You will see yourself leaving. But if your aim is to achieve purpose, then it means you already have a purpose and you've seen the purpose of this guy and you are aligning. When you are aligning, it's two becoming one. Your purposes are identical, even if they are not the same. Identical twins can be a man and a woman, but they are identical. They are in the same pathway. They are going towards the same destination. When your goals are not compatible, that is when you are going to the north and your guy or your husband is going to the west or to the south or to the east. You are going the other way. It will not work. So your aim should be to achieve purpose with that man. And that is why most times relationships that work most are those wherein the partners know they are there as a support system for each other. If you have a selfish mentality, you cannot make your marriage work. You cannot make your marriage work. It is not rocket science. You cannot make your marriage work. And for the guys, if you already made a mistake of picking that wrong woman, the choice you should make, it is not to dump her or to divorce her, except she leaves and says she's not ready to marry again. There are ways to make her stay there and loving you and aligning to your goals and vision. If you are in such a situation, the only way now is to face God squarely and hold him tightly. If God sees your obedience and sees your trueness of heart, he's going to change that woman to obey you because you are obeying him. That is how it works. You can't be disobeying God and you'll be expecting the woman beside you to be in obedience. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Now to the very first point I started with. I have come to realize that marriages that work, the secret to marriages that work is for both partners to ensure that before they go into that relationship, into that marriage, into that wedding or whatever they call it, into that union, they should be willing to die for each other. The secret is You and your man, you and your wife against the world. That is the secret of marriage. You and your wife, you and your husband against the world, and not against each other. The minute you start fighting each other, you know you've gotten it wrong and it will not work. It is you and your man, you and your woman against the world. Rock till you die. Fighting. You're not supposed to fight each other. You're supposed to fight each other. Anytime that man provokes you, know that the enemy is not the man. The enemy is the devil, using him to make you see the other side of him. And you can only stoop to conquer. Stooping to conquer does not mean taking that slap. It means living if it's that dangerous. Live quietly with your kids if you can. Let relatives know about it. Don't die in silence. But if the man is taking care of you, the man is doing all he needs to do based on his abilities and capabilities, please stay put and report that man to your God. Report him. And you yourself align to God's decisions for you. Don't be in disobedience and you think God will fight for you. Obey the man to the latter, but to correct him backwards to you, to your love, to your relationship, to your matrimony. Report him to your God Almighty. That is the way to ensure that your marriage would work. Most of the time, our God is a jealous God. If he wants to trouble you and you're not in obedience, he sends a troublesome woman or man to disrupt your life. I'm not saying God deliberately does that, no. But if you are in disobedience, you can't expect obedience. There is an order in Christianity. There is an order in spirituality. If you yourself as a man, you are in disobedience with your God, you can't expect others to obey you. It is not possible. He gave you the utmost authority, and every other thing are aligned to obeying you when you are in obedience. So this is all I wanted to share. Have a nice day and God bless you.